Right, I did say there was going to be no fancy editing. Oh, sun's in the eyes. Doesn't make me look very good. But just a quick one, right? I'm going to do a few tips and tricks on Christmas dinner. Now, the thing to notice about Christmas dinner, everyone gets stressed about it. It's a roast, right? Whether you've got 3, 4, 12 people, it's a roast. We do it probably 20 times a year on a Sunday. Christmas dinner's no different. So, I'm going to stitch a few videos together about how to prep for your Sunday roast / Christmas dinner, right? And a few of these tips, right, I have learned off Spencer Seals, who is a very good chef, when I was working in his restaurant. And it's all about preparation. So, first one is your spuds, right? Buy a spud that is good for roasting, right? Now, whites are good. King Edwards, Maris Piper. Maris Piper is the best, right? But if you can't get them, just any old potato. It's how you actually cook them and actually how you prep them first. Now, as you'll see, in my pot, I have already got my potatoes done. Now, you want to get them about this size. Now, it's about the size of my glasses lens, right? And you want to keep them all the same size. Don't cut them too small because you are going to boil these little buggers to death until they're just about breaking apart. And I'll show you that in a later video, right? Most important thing, rinse your potatoes twice in fresh water, right? And you must do this when you're roasting your potatoes. Salt. You must put salt in your water now, right? Now Leslie gets really annoyed at me about this because she says I use too much salt, right? But here we go, right? Salt. I'd like to use more, but unfortunately cholesterol's a bit high, so that's enough. But use lots of salt, right? You must have salt in your potatoes, right? So that is one prepped, right? It's Christmas Eve. That's my roast potatoes prepped for Christmas Day. And I'm going to boil them tomorrow morning to the inch of their lives. So they're just about crumbling. Then I'm going to dry them, right? And I'll show you that tomorrow if I haven't had too many glasses of wine. Right. The video is going to fade because I'm going to do some prep on the rest of the veg now. So back in a moment. Right, back on prepping. Right, so love them or hate them, Christmas Day. Sprouts. Ugh. To be honest, right, I love sprouts. Sprouts don't really love me, as my friends will know. But if you don't like sprouts, or no one that's coming to dinner likes sprouts, don't have them, right? It's like, it's simple as that. There are things I don't like to eat, not many, as you can see. But if I don't like them, I don't cook them, right? Anyway, so we are going to do sprouts, right? 2 ways in this house today. We are going to have unadulterated sprouts, which are just going to be steamed with a little bit of salt, because I love salt. And the other way is I am going to chop these, and I'm going to do them with a bit of pancetta and cream, okay? Preparation. Right, a sprout. Right, let me get a little paring knife out, right, because you're not very good doing it with that. Right, we'll get onto knives in a later video and stuff that you actually need in your kitchen. Not these gadgets, but the basic stuff. So, a sprout. You don't want this bit. It's horrible and it makes it taste bitter. So, you take, it seems a lot of waste, butter. Take that off like that, right? And then the leaves come off. Perfect little sprout. That's going in the unadulterated sprout. Right, and don't worry if a few leaves come off. Right, the other one, right? We'll do the same again, right? Again, it's got a flat bottom. I haven't got a flat bottom. Right, so what you want to do is don't be too worried about this, right? But let me, is it going to go down a bit more? Okay, let's see if I can get it down like this. There you go. Right, just, told you it's not going to be perfect. Right, camera's just fallen over. Right, hold on, let me see if I can get it down. Ah, that's it. Oh no, hold on. There you go. Right, so you have a flat surface now on your sprout. Right, knife, skills. That's what you want them like when you're going to quickly flash fry them. Right, let's do it again. Right, cut the end off. Throw that a bit away. Don't need it. Right. Look at that, look. That one's really thick, that one's really thin. It doesn't matter. They are all going in the pan with the lovely pancetta and the cream. That's what you want. Right, back in a minute when I show you how to cook them. Laters. Covey Cooks. There is a really good trick when you're doing sprouts, right? So, as I've shown you before, you cut the end off, right? And rather than peeling all those leaves, just drop them into another thing. And look, it comes out with no leaves. Yeah, so you don't have to peel your leaves off. Brilliant, quick tips. Right, still prepping veg. Get yourself one of these, right? I've had this about 10 years, still sharp, best thing ever, right? Don't cut your veg with a knife, you know, don't peel it, right? Just look at this, look. It's perfect, absolutely perfect. How quick is that for peeling any sort of veg? Right, use it all the time. Right, brilliant. Tried a few, but always go back to that one. Right, when you are prepping your veg, right, carrots and other stuff like that, right, you're going to cut off that bit, right? Don't throw it away, right? Put it all with the other bits, right? Because that is going to be sitting with your turkey to make, or any roast. Actually, I do it all the time, and I'm very good at gravy. It's going to go in your pan, in your roasting pan, to make the most delicious gravy ever. Anyway, so right, we are still prepping veg. I'm just showing you here, right, with your parsnips, right. Make sure they're about that size, right, because they're sweet anyway. But what you want to do is want to caramelise them, right. So in this bag, prep again, I have some oil, some honey, and some demerara sugar. And I am going to get a pinch of salt. Yeah, salt and butter, my biggest problem. Anyway, that goes in there. All right. And then you just plonk your parsnips in there. And I haven't done all my parsnips yet, but they're going to get coated in all that lovely stuff. Stick them in the fridge. Right, okay. And there we've got our carrots already done. Right, that's ready to be cooked. Our unadulterated sprouts, and our sprouts for our bacon and pancetta. So I'm going to finish off those, then I'm going to show you quickly how to cook them and how I actually cook them today, ready to just serve them up in about 3 minutes tomorrow. Right, takes the whole stress out of it, and by that time I'd have had a few drinks as well, as you all know. Back in a mo. Right, people, nothing new. Just do my veg, right, let's put that down because I don't want to burn the hand. Right, as you can see, carrots boiling away, tiny little bit of salt, sorry, there's salt. Right, what I'm going to do now is, right, show you how it's prepped in most of the restaurants you ever go to, right? Because trust me, they don't cook you veg straight away. Right. Need one of these are brilliant, these things. Right? As I said, I'll do a video of all the useful implements, not the stuff that you normally get. Anyway, you want your carrots just about done, so it fits in, right? But you don't want to overcook them, okay? So bear with me while I just reposition the camera. Right, hopefully this is gonna go here. Oh, the sun's in my eyes again. Right, look, in here, bowl of iced water. Right, what you want to do, sorry I'm out of camera shot. Right, use your slotted spoon and get your carrots that are just about cooked and dump them in the ice cold water. What this does, it stops them cooking straight away. There's loads of videos online about this, right? But give them a little stir around, right, in the ice water. That stops them cooking, right? I am going to do that with all my veg. Then I will show you the last trick on how to make your Christmas Day, or actually even your Sunday roast, less hassle, because you know what? I don't want to be stuck in the kitchen all the time. Right, see you in a minute for stage 2 of veg preparation. Right, people, friends, carrots are cooled down now, right? Get yourself one of these little bad boys, right? It is a machine that does vacuum sealing, right? So, pretty straightforward. You've got your vacuum seal bag, sealed at this end, because if you don't seal it at that end, when you put the carrots in, they go through the bottom. Not a good idea, right? So you put the carrots in there, okay? That goes in there, right? Always the best thing as well little knob of butter in with those there. Right, then you put it in the vac packing machine. Let's put it into view. Right, what you don't want to do is you don't want to vac pack this all the way. Okay, right, so take some of the air out of it. Right, makes a lovely noise. That's about where you want to go. Right, so you've still got a bit of air in it. Right, and then you seal it up. Right, a couple of seconds this takes. Right, these are really inexpensive. I got this one from Lidl's for about 22 quid. Right, you can get really expensive ones, but do you know what? It does the job. And there you have, right, your carrots, right, for Christmas dinner with the butter in, right. And all you need to do now is just before you're dishing up your turkey, you've carved your turkey, and I might do a picture on how I carve my turkey tomorrow. But that goes in the microwave, or if you're really posh, the microwave. It goes in there for about 2 minutes, right? And all you're doing is you're reheating those carrots because they're already cooked, right? You could eat those now, right? Although I have made them cold, but yeah. So put them in the microwave for 2 minutes, dish them up. And I am going to do that with all my veg. And I'll do one last shot of all my prepped veg once I've done it, right? Oh, by the way, ham's nearly ready. See you all later. Ciao. Bye. So, people, that's it. End of veg session. Have a look. That's it. There's only 4 of us coming, right? So we've got parsnips that I'm going to roast in the oven with the roast potatoes. We've got sprouts. We've got carrots. We've got sprouts the other way. That's just done with some pancetta, which I fried off. Put the sprout shreds in. A bit of Dijon mustard. A couple of knobs of butter. Some white wine. Reduce it all down. Then put the cream in. Takes about 3 minutes, right? And I think a certain supermarket with a green sign charges about 5 quid for that or more, right? And to be honest, that took 2 minutes to do. They're going to go in the microwave just as we're about to serve up. And that's it. Veg prepped in under an hour and a half. Perfect. Right. See you later. Have a fabulous Christmas. Might post my Christmas Day dinner. Cheers. Bye-bye.